pretty much my whole life is like people try to murder me, and then I finally decide to say something because someone just tried to murder me, and then everyone laughs at me, and like, or I get locked up. Like, I mean, that's the thing. Like, he says, "Did you ever do time in a mental hospital?" And what I said is no, and that's because I wasn't committed by a judge, but I did get locked up, and the reason I got locked up is because a nurse lied. She said that I punched her. But the problem is when you say that someone punched you in order to get them locked up in a mental hospital, then you have to show them the video. And obviously, I've never punched a woman ever. A woman has punched me, I never punched her. And so all I'm saying is, I feel like what happens is you lie because you're like, yeah, I've never been locked up in a mental hospital. Oh, except for that time that the person lied. And the reason they lied is because I went to the hospital and told them that people were trying to murder me. And I didn't even tell them that. All I said is, can you just test my blood for poison? Let me explain why. And I said, my brother owns like this big time dispensary. He's on television for it. And I told him all this very reasonable story. Next thing you know, a dog's biting at me. So I have to lie to the psychiatrist and be like, yeah, I've never been locked up in a mental hospital except for that one time. But the real reason that happened is because someone tried to kill me. And it's like every time someone tries to kill me, I get punished for it. And so, like, when I show up in Colorado Springs and someone's waiting for me in my hotel lobby and they tell me to wait 10 minutes so they can monitor me before I drive to the hospital because they don't want me to pass out while I'm driving, and I have to go to the hospital, I'm afraid I'm going to get locked up in a mental hospital again because it's happened. It happened the last time this happened. So all I'm saying is, like, I have this thing about psychiatrists where I don't like them. And the reason is because most of them, or a lot, not most of them do it because they want to be a helper. Like I wanted to be a psychiatrist. I've studied a lot of psychology. And, but some of them are like stupid and they think that like medication's the answer for everything. And they think that, I don't know. It doesn't matter. All I'm saying is, I think the psychiatrist is fine. I think that I sat there and told him about all these people. I told him about people trying to murder me. And I feel like that's a really bad situation to be in with a psychiatrist where you're like, oh, this is when they tried to murder me here. This is when they tried to murder me here. And you're sitting there like trying to tell them like, dude, you don't understand. These people just tried to murder me like this month. And then it's like, well, this is a great thing to tell your psychiatrist at a competency hearing. Yeah, these people that wrote that report, some of them have been involved with trying to murder me. Like they know the full situation, I promise. You don't even understand the full situation. If you understood how bad this is, you would be pissed. That's my opinion. Because what my lawyer told me is this guy knows nothing. And if he knows nothing, then he has no idea like what these people will do. Like they will go after a 9-year-old child and put horses getting their cock sucked by women, like on their computer. The child will look for animal pictures, and the next thing you know, bestiality is on their computer. I'm just saying, like, you think these people are okay. They hate drugs. They hate them so much that they will target like a small child and try to scare a little kid. It's weird. Like, I don't get it. Because not all of them are like this, but there's enough of them, because there are that many of them, because there's that much money in the government for these undercover cops, that the bad ones really show up. I mean, they really, really, really show up. So, yeah, that's the situation here. I don't know what's gonna happen. I feel like this guy. I feel like they tried to bring in someone as neutral as possible. That's my guess. I mean, because it's kind of reached that point where like it's a public situation, and now I've got to go send out letters again because, like I said before, people just try to kill me like this month, and if there's anything that exists is like a court system trying to take away your gun when they understand the full situation more than anyone. And then they're going, yeah, he can't have a gun. Yeah, people are trying to kill him. That's not us trying to kill him. We're not the actual cops because they're not the cops. They're the court system that works with the cops. But honestly, I don't think the people at the court system actually are trying to kill me. I think that a lot of them just don't care if I get murdered. And it's not their fault if a cop kills me because they're not actually the cops. But I don't know. We'll see what happens.